So apparently you guys are a clear fan of mine because we just reached 1,000 subscribers, which is a huge accomplishment in my eyes, and I want to thank every single one of you guys for helping me achieve it. I've been making videos for about almost 2 years now, and that's not bad. That's pretty good. I think that's great, and the channel's growing, the community's growing, and I'm just excited to spread all this love and all this knowledge for all the Tellarknights players out there, and just in Yu-Gi-Oh in general. So let's climb up, let's keep going. I'm not gonna ask you to do so, but if you are new to this channel, smash that subscribe button. I bring weekly content here. I try to make as many things as possible, and I always stay in contact with you guys on Instagram and on my Discord channel as well. You guys are more than welcome to hop on there and have open discussions with me. Now, what this is a test hand for my current Tellarknights. I have made a few adjustments since my last deck profile, but you know how the Yu-Gi-Oh is. You always make adjustments to the deck. I've had a lot of people ask me what's the optimal way to play this deck. So for sure, a guarantee in this deck was necessary is your Super Heavy Samurai engine, because that's a 1-card combo starter, and I hopefully get to demonstrate it to you now. Kashtira is also in here because Kashtira is powerful. Kashtira is mandatory in my opinion. So let's jump into this test hands, and then I'll walk you guys step by step to see what my mindset is of plays. So the deck used to struggle going second, but with the current changes that I've made, it actually does pretty well going second. So let's say we're going first, okay? Let's start with that. So we're gonna have Infinite Impermanence, we're gonna have an Ash Blossom, all going second cards. We have Pot of Prosperity, we have another Infinite, and we have a big Benkei. So right off the bat, not a very good hand, to be honest. So what your options are here is obviously Pot of Prosperity. So going second, yes, this will be ideal, but going first, this is not what you want to lead with. So what you do is you're gonna go ahead and banish 6 cards. So 6 cards will be the cards that you're not gonna use, which will be your Synchro Engine, since it's actually dead at this point. So that's 4 right off the bat, and then 2 cards that you're also not going to end up with is most likely, if you're going first, you're not going to need an Exciton Knight because you are running Zeus, and then Ptolemy is also a good option to kind of get rid of. So now we're going to go ahead and show the next 6 cards in our hands. We're going to open Altair, we're going to open a Pressure Planet, we're going to Tellarknights, another Tellarknights, Unukalai, and a Wakashi. So Super Heavy Samurai engine is not working for you anymore. So the really only other option is the Pressure Planet, and which might not seem like much, but it actually is, because with that you get to add Fenrir, and with Fenrir you get to add what I would do in this case is add another copy of Fenrir for follow-up. Usually if I have a level 4 in hand, I would go ahead and add the Rice Heart, but in this case, since I don't, I'm just gonna add Fenrir and then sit on this. Now what you might think is, wow, Tellarknight, this is really horrible, and yeah, that can happen, but you are sitting on double Infinite Impermanence and the Ash Blossom, which is a great interruption, and then on your following turn, if they get rid of your Fenrir, you still have another one and another Prosperity to go into. So that kind of opens up your options from that point on. Yeah, you could have kept Ash Blossom and summoned into Baron, but I highly advise against it, because Bear has too many resources and you kind of want to maintain that. So even though that wasn't a very optimal hand, I kind of wanted you guys to see what a bad hand looks like. So now we can go ahead and move on to what a good hand would actually look like. Okay, let's set our deck over here and let's draw the 5 cards going first. We have Ash Blossom to start with, Altair, Caduceus, Pot of Prosperity, and a Wakashi. I'm glad we got to see Wakashi because I was starting to worry. So first, you're gonna start with Wakashi. Okay, this is your 1-card combo. Wakashi, you're gonna go into Big Benkei and then activate Big Wakashi's effect to come out. Big Benkei will give you your other Super Heavy Samurai, which will be the Booster. Booster will equip to him and then come out to the field. Now, from here, before you'd be like, oh, let's just XC into your rank 4 because we don't have Bike. However, you want to fully utilize Wakashi's effect to Pendulum Summon, and you do have 2 monsters for that as well in your back row. So you're going to go ahead and first you're going to activate Pot of Prosperity. Okay, you're going to banish 3 cards, which will be, in this case, unfortunately, it'll be a Baron, which will make it easier because you're not going to go into Baron anymore. It's going to be Scarlight, because you're not going second, and it will be the Stardust. Okay, so these are the 3 that you're getting rid of if you're going first and don't open up with Pike. So that's easy 3. And usually they don't negate 3, they usually wait for you to go 6. So you're gonna open Altair, you're gonna Constellar Tellarknight, and you're gonna go Liren. Liren is the perfect add from here. So now those 2 go back at the bottom. You're gonna go ahead and Synchro into your Omega. Omega works amazing because now he's a card rip from your opponent, so you're gonna activate as a Chainlink 1 Wakashi and Chainlink 2 Omega. Wakashi will come out. Omega will banish a random card. You get to hopefully rip Nibiru from your opponent's hand. So that's already set. Now you're gonna Pendulum Summon. So you haven't normal summoned yet. You have 3 monsters on board. Okay. You're gonna activate Liren's effect, and then you're gonna activate Caduceus' effect. So Liren will, or Caduceus will get you Constellar Tellarknights, and Liren will get you your copy of Skybridge. Okay. Now, from here, you want to go ahead and XC summon. Use the non-Tellarknight cards first, because that's easier one to kind of shy away from. To make your Dark Teller, I mean. So that's why you want to get rid of the Constellar cards. So you're going to activate Caduceus' effect. You're going to detach. You're going to banish. What do we want to banish? Do we want to banish Sheraton? Or we want to banish... I think we'll banish the Neb in this case. If the Neb is banished, we get to add a copy of Unukalai. Do I want to do that? Nah, let's go ahead and banish Sheraton. We still want to get rid of Sheraton. Sheraton is banished. We get to add a copy of Liren. We're thinning our deck of bricks. We don't want to see that. Now, you're going to go ahead and you're going to activate Skybridge. You're going to tag this boy out back into the deck. You're going to bring out a different Tellarknight. You're going to bring out the Neb. The Neb will be Chainlink 1 and Altern will be Chainlink 2. Okay, so the Neb now will search you a copy of... What do I want? Do I want Altair? Or Unukalai? I probably want Unukalai. Could have went for turn skip, but that's not what we're going for here. Gonna go ahead and normal summon Unukalai, activating its effect to dump. Should we dump Altair? Yeah, we dump Altair. And then from here, you're gonna go ahead and make your XC place. You're gonna go 2 here to make your Dark Teller. And then you're gonna go 2 here. You're gonna make your Caduceus. Caduceus' effect will recycle back your copy of Constellar Caduceus and a copy of, Skybridge. Now from here, you might want to hold on to this because this is for follow-up, which is good. That's what you want to build. And now you're going to go into your M7 by its own effect. You're going to activate Constellar Tellarknights to rank up to your Diamond. And if you're feeling cheeky, you can go ahead and special summon Constellar Caduceus here and then bring out your Typhoon, the Star Slayer. All of these monsters' attacks are below 3k, so all their effects are still good. You're going to set your Skybridge down just in case, and then you're going to keep Ash Blossom in your hand. So not a bad first board. Definitely could have gone for the turn skip, but you kind of want to, I don't know, turn skip is too much commitment just if you don't have a Omni Negate. And then don't forget, you still have Omega coming back. So pretty standard board here, pretty strong, I would say. And Typhoon is definitely Star Slayer is definitely a great add-on to the deck. So that's what an optimal kind of going first looks like. You kind of want to end on Dark Tellarknight Battleless and Diamond. I know it on the top doesn't seem strong, but there's so many monster effect cards now that just trigger the way that they're summoned, and they're all dark most of the time anyway, so it depends on your matchup. If you're going against tiers, you wouldn't go into Battleless because most of their monsters are dark anyway, except for the catch tier one. It all depends, I guess. So let's go ahead and give this a nice shuffle and go ahead and go first again. Let's see what we have here. We open up Wakashi, Triple Tactics Thrust, a Sky Bridge, Booster, and Constellar Tellarknights. Wow, this hand is garbage. Okay, well, we still want to go ahead and do the Prodigy and into Wakashi. I mean, into the Big Benkei. And then from there, bring him out. And then go Soul Booster to equip. So from here, this is where like your hand is forced to go into your XC place. So let's see if we can make something happen with a horrible hand. So Caduceus, you're going to activate its effect. You're going to detach, banish Sheraton. This guy is a copy. You still want to get rid of Sheraton no matter what. Special him out, activate effect, get the final spell card to your hand. You're going to go ahead and Sky Bridge this boy away into your copy of the Neb. The Neb will activate, giving you a copy of, let's go Unukalai here. I'm gonna maximize our hand. See, we're creating something out of nothing. You're gonna normal summon Unukalai, activate its effect to dump. Did I go Alteran? Because with this I get to bring Alteran back. Or do I dump Altair? If I go Altair, I go 2 Force. Recycle Altair. Doesn't really matter. Dump Alteran, keep Altair, I guess. It's good to have Altair as a follow-up. Let's see. So you go 2 here. Go back to the well. Activate its effect to recycle Skybridge back, and then Altair will come back. Yeah, so I mean it's standard board. You don't want to. Unfortunately, this spell kind of you don't maximize it, but if you don't want to go into your full-on Dark Teller mode, you get to go this route into Diamond. Because Diamond is pretty standard, but in here, end phase, you get to equip Dark Teller to this guy, and then detach all 3 and kind of interact that way by setting Skybridge. So during your opponent's turn, you will, depending on what they do, you'll detach 3. You're gonna bring out Pleiades, okay? And then if you want to interact further, you're gonna just activate the, Alteran effect. Come out and pop 2 on the board, and then you can Skybridge away and continue your plays for follow-up and etc. So something out of nothing, like the hands are still like super heavy samurais make this deck playable, because before I don't know what we were thinking not running it. I tried everything. I tried the Kashtira build, it still wasn't highlighting the Tellarknights. I've tried the I don't know, let me know in the comments below, because I feel like I'm kind of stuck at that point where Constellar Tellarknights is actually not being like full-on utilized, because like you already used all your resources. I wonder if I'm like skipping a step. Let's do one more playtest. So this is, let's say, going second, and let's say they have I don't know, like 2 Omni Negates on board, okay? So you're gonna go ahead and open up with Change of Heart, which forces their hand already. The Neb, Infinite Impermanence, Thrust. Okay, well, this is definitely going second. So if I am going second, I need my 6th card, right? Wow. So during the draw phase, you're gonna bait out Infinite Impermanence, negate one of their guys. They're usually not gonna respond to it. So from there, you're gonna go ahead and move on to the main. You're gonna Change of Heart. You're gonna target their Baron, let's say they have double Baron. They're gonna go ahead and negate it, right? And you're gonna activate Thrust. You're gonna thrust into your many targets, which in this case, you can do another Infinite. You can do Talent. Most likely, it's gonna be Talent. So from here, it really depends, because now you have link plays as well. You can take away their links. You can do a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate talent. I'm gonna draw 2. Okay, so Wakashi is dead to me. Okay, so this card's non-existent. You're gonna activate Pot of Prosperity. You're gonna banish 6. Now you're gonna want to go heavy. So what are the 6 cards that you kind of want to go for? You know you're not gonna be using Omega. You know you're not using this or this or this. The reason you're not using this guy anymore is because, again, Wakashi is unplayable, so hence you don't really need to. And they already wasted their Omni Negate, so you kind of don't need to. You don't need Tellarknights, and Tellarknight becomes valuable here. This is usually not anymore, so I think what you want to do is get rid of M7 because you're not going for a turn skip. So that's 6 cards right there, thanks to Prosperity. Now let's see what the next 6 cards will show us. Wakashi, please don't be super. Okay, there we go. There's the Fenrir. That's our definite target. And one more. Sheraton. Interesting. I wasted all their Omnis. No, but you still want to go Fenrir here. And I'll show you why. You're going to summon out Fenrir. You're going to activate its effect to give you a copy of Rice Heart. You're going to special out Rice Heart. Fenrir effect, it depends on the situation, right? They're usually like they wasted their Omni Negates or interactions. If they haven't, then you're going to go ahead and kind of go battle phase first, kind of bait out whatever they have to have. Usually they'll try to get rid of Fenrir. If not, then you're already winning. So we're going to go ahead and pretend like they wasted their Omni Negates. From there, you go ahead and normal summon the Nep, giving you a copy of Alteran. And now you're free to kind of play into your rank 4 engine from here. This is why I love this interaction between these two. You'll go into your Caduceus, activate effect. You always want to detach a Tellarknight to make the graveyard live. You're going to banish your Sheraton and giving you a copy of Caduceus. Where are you? Yeah, Caduceus. Special out Caduceus, activate effect to get the spell. You're going to activate the spell to special out Lyran. Lyran effect will get you Skybridge, and now you're in business again. Now you're talking rotations. So if you're trying to break a board, you have Fenrir for that, and now let's see what else we can make here to break a board. You can do Pleiades, which is something that I would do. 2 level 4s. What do I want to do here? This is tricky. I mean, not really, but you know where you're supposed to go. Do I Skybridge? I can Skybridge. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and Skybridge to kind of tag out Lyran. You're going to bring out a Tellarknight. You're going to bring out Altair. Altair will bring out the Neb. And in here you go into your 2 level 4, your proper one. You go into Dark Teller. You can activate Constellar Tellarknights, targeting this to go into Pleiades. And then Pleiades effect, you'll detach, you'll clean the field, right? In here, you're gonna, because it's gonna be main phase 2, because you can easily go into Diamond once you're done clearing their board. And from there, you have the option of going into Zeus, any over these guys, but I would not. And in here, these two, you can go into SP Little Knight if you choose to, but I usually will end up going into a Star Slayer. So that's how you come back. And then you have an Ash Blossom in hand, which comes in handy. So yeah, we were able to break a board. We were able to set up our strong follow-up board. And then we have follow-up from there. So yeah, that's about it, guys. That's what the Tellarknights are looking like right now. Let me know in the comments down below if there's a few improvements you'd like to make to the deck. I like the way it's working right now. I think Sheraton is kind of viable now because you still have link plays with it. It's not just a body, and you can actually overlay the Star Slayer on top of it at the end of the turn, so he's not just a body laying there. Definitely see him making a comeback in the deck. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video and what would you like to see next. As always, I am Tellarknight, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.